Welcome to Business Ethics Online. My name is Dr. Mark C. Vopat, and I will be your instructor for this course. Business ethics is composed of two main sections. The first part of what you'll be looking at is ethical theory. So before we get into ethical components in business and various issues in business ethics, we begin with a look at some basic ethical theory, some basic background, some things that don't count as ethics, sort of to give you a foundation in basic theory, and then we go on to the role of ethics in business. So first, how to get in touch with me. Obviously, this is an online course, but I do actually have office hours on campus. They're in DeBartolo Hall, room 416. I'll have online office hours also, depending on the semester. The times may change, so you should see the course site for online office hours. Probably the best way to get in touch with me is by email, mvopat@ysu.edu. I check my email several times a day, so if there's something that's important but not urgent, that's probably the best way to get in touch with me. Also, if you need to, for some reason the email isn't sufficient or there's something that you need to discuss in more detail, you can call me. I have a number here. It's a Google Voice number. So when you call, it will ask you to state your name before it sends your call through to me, to my private line. So don't hang up if you get the Google Voice and they ask you to state your name. That's what's expected. And if you just wait, that will then send your call to me. If I'm unable to answer, you can leave a voicemail there. It does both a voicemail and it will actually send me a text message with this transcript. So you've got those options if you need to get in touch with me. So here's what you need for the course. There's one textbook, Business Ethics, The Big Picture. This is by myself and my colleague, Dr. Alan Tomhave. The book is available through Blackboard. There should be a link there for the bookstore where you can buy the book directly. The book is approximately $50, might be a little less than that. So it's actually quite reasonable as far as a business ethics text goes. We will be using nearly all of the book, so it is a requirement for the course. There may be one or two articles that we won't be covering in the online class, but which you'll actually have the option to read as part of a written assignment. So you will definitely need the textbook for the course. Software. The course is online, and everything that we will be doing will be submitted through Blackboard, but you will still have to type up certain papers that won't be done directly in Blackboard. So Word, Pages, OpenOffice. If you're looking for a free word processing solution, most of you should have access to one of these. I'm perfectly happy accepting the formats: text format, doc format, rich text, RTF, docx, PDF. All of those are supported by Blackboard. So if you are submitting a paper, please do it in one of those formats. The only thing I'd ask you is not to submit in Works or some other text format. Usually that causes a problem for the Blackboard system. So if you're going to submit something directly to me, if for some reason you need to email something directly, a document, or if you're going to submit on Blackboard, please use one of those formats. So recommended software. If you are taking this course online, I'm assuming you already have it up and running. I found that Firefox, Safari, and Chrome are probably the best browsers to view the material in the course. The course has a lot of multimedia included, so videos, audio files, and so forth. So one of these is usually the best browser to use. This usually is the one that you want to have on your computer. If you're having trouble viewing videos, try an alternate browser. If that doesn't work, then I would highly recommend contacting the tech desk at YSU with any problems you might be having accessing the course material. The requirements for the course, pretty straightforward. This is on your syllabus, but just to go over those quickly, there are 8 quizzes worth 10 points each for a total of 80 points. These quizzes will be at the end of each module. So as you go through the online course, you can do the readings, watch the video lectures, take the quizzes, and post to the discussion board. The discussion posts, there are 8 of those, one to go along with each module. Those are 5 points each, and those are based on the course material. So they're somehow related to the course material. Some of them are looking for your informed opinion. So after you've read the material and watched the lectures, this is to say, can you sort of integrate what you've learned into or applied to a particular case or question that I've asked on the discussion post. There'll be a position paper worth 20 points. That will be some sort of business ethics or business ethics related position that you'll take. There is a video that tells you how to sort of prepare that case, the format, the length, and so forth. That's worth 20 points. And at the end, there's a commentary. So as I mentioned earlier, although we may not get to every article in the book, you will be given the option of choosing some of the articles that we didn't cover and writing a short commentary on them, sort of summarizing and then sort of giving a critique of those. And that will be the second written assignment, and that's worth 10 points for a total of 150 points. Now, just some quick tips for success. You should have already received a course checklist. If you haven't, there's one also posted on the Blackboard site. I would print this up and refer to it regularly. It tells you exactly what's required in each week of the course. So you want to follow that, and you can literally check off with a little checkbox to show that you've actually done that, so to keep track for yourself. Please contact me at sort of the earliest you have trouble in the course. So don't wait until the end. Don't wait until 3 or 4 weeks in. If you're having trouble for some reason, you're definitely going to want to contact me. Come to my office hours, email, phone, whatever it takes, but don't wait until the end. There's very little I can do for you if you come to me in the last 2 weeks of class and say that you were ill or you had problems or you didn't understand something or your computer wasn't working. Please get in touch with me as soon as possible if you have any trouble. Regularly check for course announcements on the Blackboard site. There's an announcement link. I regularly put things there. Your discussion posts, while they're graded individually, I usually make general comments about them on the announcements page. So I won't directly comment. Sometimes I'll make short comments about what you've actually written, but I'll sort of put on there what I was looking for in terms of a good overall post and sort of a comment on your discussions generally. So make sure you check those regularly on the Blackboard site. And make sure you contribute to the general discussion board. So there's a general board that students can talk amongst themselves, want to leave comments or questions or things of that nature. You can do that on there. So that's also helpful if you want to sort of get some feedback from fellow students or ask questions of fellow students, things that you might not want to ask the instructor. So those are all helpful. Again, probably the most important is to make sure you don't wait till the last minute to do the work or to contact the instructor if you're having some sort of difficulty. So now let's just take a little tour of the Blackboard site so I can just show you some basics. Obviously, you're already in the Blackboard site, but just to show you some of the links and what you'll be doing throughout the course. So here's the first page that you should come to as you enter the course, or at least as you enter Blackboard. So I'm going to show an example here. When you come into the course, it should look something like this, depending on how you have your settings. Obviously, you're already in the Start Here page, so you've seen this before. You notice right underneath are the announcements. So you see you've got announcements about the various discussions. What makes for a good discussion post, that will be the same when you come in, and these will be sort of comments on your discussions. The syllabus and checklist, obviously if you need access. Let me turn off the editing feature here. There we go. So you see you've got your checklist, your online. The syllabus is standard because it's a week by week breakdown. So there is, it's the same semester to semester. There's also a checklist in PDF form here that you can download if you didn't receive it by email or if you've misplaced it. And here's all the information about the course and week by week what's expected of you. So this give you a good general outline, but again, all of this is on the checklist for you to follow. Here are the course modules, as I mentioned at the beginning, the Getting Started in Business Ethics and then Moral Theory. So these first 3 modules will really be about moral theory, go into the nature of business. Now, as you go in, as we get into the actual course content, the business ethics content, so for example, take Module 4, the nature of business. As you go into the module, there's an overview here. It's going to tell you what to do, what readings to do from the textbook, watch the video lectures, post the discussion, and take the quiz. So you can see here we have Adam Smith's The Wealth of Nations. So there's a video lecture. So this assumes that you've already read the textbook on Smith. And then you've got on Marx and Friedman and Duska also. And then there's an extra in this particular module. There's a little extra about psychology and business. So if you're interested, and then there's of course a module for discussion. And also along with this, there will be a quiz at the end of each of these sections as well. You notice there's an extra credit assignment. It's got its own module. This is usually from something for you to watch. Generally, it's a Shipka speaker, someone that's from our department, from the Philosophy and Religious Studies department. We have a regular speaker each semester. This is a video of that talk where you answer the questions that are laid out here. So for that, you get an additional 8 points if you do the extra credit assignment. So you've got these, again, the assignments are also built in here. So here's your case study assignment. You notice assignment 2, student's choice. That's where you get to pick between a number of readings that we didn't cover, and then you summarize and turn that in via Blackboard. So really, that's all there is to it. When it goes, the modules are listed right here with the course checklist. You can just go one by one. Again, module 1, getting started. Pop in, and you're ready to go. So you've got your discussions here, your quiz. Everything is sort of self-contained as you go in. I would highly recommend that if you're having problems viewing the videos, if you're not seeing the videos when you go in, that you immediately contact the tech desk. Generally speaking, that's usually just a browser issue. When you're having trouble, these videos are actually all embedded videos that are posted on YouTube. So there shouldn't be any problem viewing them. If there is, again, make sure you get in touch with someone right away. It's very important that you be able to watch the video lectures. The other thing to note is that when you go into the quiz, and once you click on the quiz, it starts and you must complete it in the time given. So you can't go into the quiz, start, stop, and then go out. So once you're ready to take the quiz, after you've reviewed the videos and you've done the reading, make sure that you are actually ready to take the entire quiz. So the last thing you want to do is start it, because then you will not be able to go back in. You won't be able to stop and go back in. So that's true of all the quizzes. Submissions for assignments, go in here to assignment 2. When you click on the link, this will give you a place to upload the assignment. So once you've completed it, in this case, you've got these 4 or 5, we've got 5 chapters here that you can write on. 2.5 to 3 page summary with the critique. So evaluate what they say, see what your impression of what the argument is. And then you will submit through the link on Blackboard. So you click on written assignment 2, and this will give you an upload link to submit once you've got, so you can browse your computer. Again, you want to save it in one of those file formats I discussed. Then you can browse your computer, upload it, and then submit. I'm just going to cancel out of that. And so that's really it. You've got your home page. Again, this is where you often land at the beginning. So if it's a little confusing, this you can customize as a student. You can customize what this looks like. But then the rest is really done from this sidebar. And you've also got the discussions. As I said, the discussions are posted in each module, but you can actually look at the full discussions. Here are all the discussion posts that you'll be doing in the course. So I've left a link there just in case you want to jump right in and see all of the written assignments. And that's really it as far as the course goes. So good luck. If you have any problems, any questions, please feel free to contact me.